Hello everyone, I am going to discuss squares and square roots of numbers. So let me start. So square of a number. What is the meaning of square? The square of a number is the product of the number with the number itself. If we have a number, then if we multiply that number with itself same number, then we get square of that number. For a given number x, the square of this number x is x into x, denoted by x square. For example, square of 1 is equals to 1 into 1, we can write it as 1 square. Square of 2 is equal to 2 into 2, we can write 2 square. Square of 3 is equals to 3 multiplied by 3 is equals to, we can write 3 square, and so on. If we have a number a, then square of a is equals to a into a, we can write a square. Okay, so this is the square of a given number. So simply, how can find square of a number? If we have a number, then we multiply number by itself, then we get square of that number. For example, if we have 25, then we have to find the square of 25. So we multiply 25 by 25, which is the square of 25, which is equals to 625. So square of 25 is equals to 625. Now we come to the perfect square number. So perfect square numbers or square numbers. A natural number is a perfect square if it is the square of some natural number. If we have 1, then 1 can be written as 1 square. So 1 is a perfect square number. Similarly, if we have 4, 4 can be written as square of 2. So 4 is also a perfect square number. Similarly, we can take 9. So 9 can be written as 3 square. 3 into 3, 3 square. So 9 is a perfect square number. Similarly, 16. 16 can be written as 4 square. So 16 is also a perfect square number. 25. 25 can be written as 5 square. So 25 is also a perfect square number. So there are infinite perfect square numbers. Now there are some properties of square numbers. First property, the square numbers end with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 and 9 at units place. If we have a square number, then the units digit of that number always either 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. It is not compulsory, it is necessary condition, but it is not a sufficient condition. Any number which is not a perfect square can be end with these digits. Okay, but if a number is confirmed perfect square number, then the units digit of given number always either 0 or 1 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 9, any one of them. Second property, a number ending in 2, 3, 7 is never a perfect square number. Randomly, if we have any number which end with either 2 or 3 or 7 or 8, we can write 168. Okay, it cannot be a perfect square number. 20357, it cannot be a perfect square number. Got it? A number ending in 2, 3, 7 or 8 is never a perfect square number. Okay, so such type of numbers having unit digit 2, 3, 7 or 8 cannot be a perfect square number. Next, now the third property is the square of an even number is always even. For example, 2 is an even number, so square of 2 is 4 is also an even number. 4 is an even number, so square of 4 is equals to 16 is also an even number. Similarly, 6 is an even number, square of 6, that is 6 into 6, 36 is also an even number. So, square of an even number is always even. Now the property number 4 is the square of an odd number is always odd. Here 1 is an odd number, so square of 1 meaning 1 into 1 which is 1, so 1 is odd number and this square of 1 is also an odd number. 3 is an odd number, square of 3 is 9 which is again an odd number. 7 square, here 7 is odd number, so square of 7 is again 49, so which is an odd number. 11 square is again 121, 11 is an odd number, 121 is also an odd number, and so on. So we have here the square of an odd number is always odd number. Now the fifth property is square number can only have even number of zeros at the end. For example, square of 10 is equal to 100, square of 20 is equal to 400, square of 30 is equal to 900, square of 40 is equals to 1600, square of 250 is 62500. Okay, these all are perfect square numbers: 100, 400, 900, 1600. Okay, 62,500. These all are perfect square number, and we can see that all numbers have even number of zeros at the end. If any number does not have even number of zero at the end, then it cannot be a perfect square number. For example, if I write 1000, so 1000 is not a perfect square number because it cannot be written as a square of any natural number. Okay, so always remember that a square number can only have even number of zeros at the end. Next, number 6, very important property. There are 2n non-perfect square numbers between the squares of the numbers n and n plus 1. What is the meaning of this property? Let's understand. If I take n equal to 1, so we have two numbers here, 1 and 1 plus 1 is 2. So how many non-perfect square numbers between the squares of these numbers? What is the meaning of this? If I do square of 1 and square of 2, okay, so this 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4. Numbers, how many numbers between there? We get 2, 3, 2 numbers. Okay, there are two non-perfect square. 1 is perfect square number, 4 is perfect square number, but 2 and 3 are not perfect square number. So there are two non-perfect square numbers lie between square of 1 and square of 2. So what is the meaning? Here you can see that in counting there are two numbers. So here you can see that there are 2n non-perfect square numbers. 2n means here we take n equals to 1. So here we can see that 2 into 1 is equal to 2. There are two non-perfect squares number between 1 square and 2 square. Another example, if I take n equal to 2 So n plus 1 is 3. Okay, n plus 1 is 3, right? So how many non-perfect square numbers lie between 2 square and 3 square? So we can write 2 square as 4, 3 square as 9. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there are 4. These 4 numbers are non-perfect square numbers. Okay, in counting there are 4 numbers. Okay, so how can we find this 4 digit? We can use n equals to 2 here. 2 into 2, right? So this is 2 into 2 is equal to 4. So between 2 square and 3 square there are 4 non-perfect square numbers lie. So the formula is there are 2 and non-perfect square numbers between the squares of numbers n and n plus 1. We can take another example, like if I take n is equal to 91, then n plus 1 is equal to 92. How many non-perfect square numbers lie between 91 square and 92 square? How many non-perfect square numbers lie between 91 square and 92 square? How can we find? There are 2 n non-perfect square numbers. So here n is equal to 91. So we can write there are 2 into 91 is equal to 2 ones are 2, 2 nines are 18. 181 non-perfect squares number, non-perfect square numbers lie between 91 square and 92 square. Very important concept. Okay, property number 7 is the sum of first n odd natural numbers be n square. What is the meaning of this property? First n odd natural numbers. If I take only 1, first natural number is 1, then the sum of 1 is equals to, we can write 1 square. Now I take first 2 odd natural number, that is 1 and 3. What is the sum of 1 and 3? There are 2 natural numbers, 1 and 3. So the sum of these two is 2 square. What is the sum of first 3 odd natural number? 1 plus 3 plus 5. How many numbers there are? 1, 2, 3 in counting. So the sum of these 3 odd natural number is 3 square. Similarly, 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. There are 4 odd natural number. So what is the sum? Sum will be 4 square. Again 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. There are 5 first 5 odd natural numbers. So what is the sum of these odd natural numbers is 5 square, and so on. What is the meaning? What is the concept of this property? Concept is that if we have any perfect square number, then it can be written in the summation of first odd natural numbers. If any number is not a perfect square, then it cannot be written sum of first odd natural numbers. For example, if we have 121, okay, as we know 121 is a perfect square number which is 11 square. So I can write this 121 as sum of first 11 odd natural numbers. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13 plus 15 plus 17, 19 and 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So 121 is a perfect square number. So it can be written as sum of these 11 first order natural numbers. So now we have an important concept, how to check given number is a perfect square number or not. So let me discuss. As we know, 16 is a perfect square number, and I subtract 1 from 16, get 15. Now 15 minus next odd natural number is 3, we get 12. 12 minus next odd natural number is 5, we get 7. And 7 minus next odd natural number is 7, we get 0. So in this process, if I subtract odd natural numbers, successive odd natural numbers from given numbers, then if I get 0, then given number will be perfect square. If we get non-zero, then the number will be non-perfect square. For example, 50. Is 50 a perfect square number? Let me check. 50 minus 1 is equal to 49. 49 minus 3 is equal to 46. 46 minus 5 is equal to 41. 41 minus 7 is equal to 34. 34 minus 9 is equal to 25. 25 minus 11 is 14, and 14 minus next odd number is 13, we get 1. So here you can see that this is non-zero number, okay, 1. Therefore we can say that 50 is not a perfect square number. Okay, so you can check with the successive subtraction for a given number is to be a perfect square or not. Now how can find the square of a given number? We have a simple method. If we multiply given number by itself, then we get a square of that number. But without actual multiplication, how can we find the square of given number? So let 32 square. How can we find the square of 32 without multiplying 32 by 32? So we can write 32 square like 30 plus 2 whole square. So whole square, as we know, x square can be written as x multiplied by x. So therefore 30 plus 2 multiplied by 30 plus 2. We can write 30 plus 2 whole square like this. Now multiply term by term. First of all, this 30 multiply by this bracket 30 plus 2. This plus 2 here. Now 30 plus 2. Now multiply by 30 into 30, I get 900 plus 30 multiply by plus 2 is 60. This plus 2 multiply by 30 is 60 plus this plus and plus 2 into 2 is 4. Now adding these numbers, we get the square of 32. So 4 unit place is 4 0 0 0. So unit place is 4. Now tens place 6 plus 6 12 and 0. So 12 is 2, carry 1. So now 1 and 9 is 10. So the square of 32 is 1024. 1024. Without actual multiplication, we can find the square of any number with this method. Now again an important concept, Pythagorean triplet. What is Pythagorean triplet? if we have three numbers like x, y, z, and here z is greater than these two numbers x and y, okay, then square of z is equals to sum of square of these two numbers x and y, x square plus y square. If we get three numbers like this, z square is equal to x square plus y square, then the numbers x, y, z are known as Pythagorean triplets. For example, 3, 4 and 5, there are three numbers. 5 is greater than 3 and 4, we can see that. So what is 5 square? 5 square is 25. It is equals to 3 square plus 4 square. 3 square is 9 plus 4 square is 16 and it is equals to 25. Then these three numbers 3, 4 and 5 is known as Pythagorean triplet. And the general form to find Pythagorean triplet is for any natural number m which is greater than 1, means 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. M square plus 1, m square minus 1 and 2m forms a Pythagorean triplet. Here always m square plus 1 whole square is equals to m square minus 1 whole square plus 2m whole square for every m greater than 1, for every natural number m greater than 1. So how can we use this general form to find Pythagorean triplet? Let's see. So for m is equal to 2, here m square plus 1 means m square plus 1 is equal to 4 plus 1 is 5, m square minus 1, 4 minus 1 is 3 and 2m is equal to 2 into 2 is equal to 4. So here we can see that 5 square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square, okay, 25 is equal to 9 plus 16. So these 3, 4 and 5, these three numbers are known as Pythagorean triplet. Okay, so this is the method to find the Pythagorean triplet. Here is an important concept that m square plus 1 is always greater than m square minus 1 and 2m. M square plus 1 is always greater than m square minus 1. M square plus 1 is always greater than 2m for every m greater than 1. Okay, first note is this one. Second note, if I compare 2m and m square minus 1, so always m square minus 1 is greater than 2m for every m greater than 2. If I take m is equal to 1 and 2, then what will happen? If m is equal to 1, then we get here 1 square minus 1 is equal to 0 and 2 into 1 is equal to 2. So we can see here 0 is not greater than 2. So this result, this condition is failed for m is equal to 1. For m is equal to 2, again we can see that 2 square minus 1 is equal to 4 minus 1 is 3 and 2 into 2 is 4. 3 is not greater than 4. So m square minus 1 is greater than 2m is incorrect for m is equal to 1 and m is equal to 2. If I take m is equal to 3, then what will happen? 3 square minus 1 is equal to 9 minus 1 is 8 and 3 into 2 is equal to 6. 8 is always greater than 6. Okay, so if I take again m is equal to 4, 5 and so on, always m square minus 1 is greater than 2m. Okay, so this is very important concept to find Pythagorean triplet if we have any one number of Pythagorean triplet. If I have one number of a Pythagorean triplet, then how can we find another two numbers? Now the question is, write a Pythagorean triplet whose smallest number is 8. We have one number which is 8, and how can we find another two number of Pythagorean triplet whose smallest number is 8? So its solution, as we know, three numbers m square plus 1, m square minus 1 and 2m is a Pythagorean triplet for m greater than 1. And we know always m square plus 1 greater than m square minus 1 and 2m. And in these two numbers m square minus 1, 2m, which one is greater than? Okay, so as we know, m square minus 1 is always greater than 2m for m is equal to m greater than 2. Here we have a number 8. If I write 8 like 2 multiplied by 4 and comparing with 2m, we get m is equal to 4. Here we can see that 4 is greater than 2. So the condition is satisfied, m greater than 2. Okay, so in these three numbers, 2m will be smallest number. So let we take here 2m is equal to 8. What is m? m is equal to 4. Therefore the Pythagorean triplet, Pythagorean triplet will be 4 square plus 1, okay, m square plus 1, and 4 square minus 1 and 2 into 4, that is 4 square 16 plus 1 17, 16 minus 1 15 and 8. So this is the answer. Now the next example is, write a Pythagorean triplet whose one member is 12. So given member is an even number, so always we can take this is equal to 2m. So let 2m is equal to 12. So we get m is equal to 6. Then Pythagorean triplet is, as we know, m square plus 1, m square minus 1 and 2m. So here 6 square plus 1, 6 square minus 1 and 2 into 6, that is 36 plus 1 37, 36 minus 1 35 and 6 to the 12. These three numbers are in Pythagorean triplet.